going to say round 3. Okay, because I've made tiny mistakes doing this. Okay, I'm going to blame that it's not Friday afternoon and that you've all gone home already and I'm just sat here doing this in my office. Right, so, histogram question. Sometimes there's a table and you always think about dividing the values to draw the graph or multiplying the values on the graph to find out the values from it. That's how you use a histogram. We've got no table, we've just got one piece of information that 20 members of this football sports club are from 25 to 30. So this bar, and it's the area of the bar that matters for histograms, is 20. So that area is 20. So if this bottom bit down here is 5, because it is, this length here times by 5 makes 20. So that has to be 4. Okay? So that actual position is 4, and that allows you to work this out. So halfway would be 2. So that means these are going to be 3, 1. You've got 10 blocks up here. So these little tiny squares are 0.1s. So that'll be 1.5, 2.5, 3.5. That'll be 0.5 right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to there. 0.5. So that's one mark out of the way. One of the members of the club is chosen at random, so I'm going to pick someone out. What is the probability that the member is more than 30 years old? So there's 30 years old right there. So more than is this over here. So we need to work out how many people are there to form the top of our fraction of a probability. But we also need to figure out how many are actually in this. It doesn't say how many are in the actual sports club. So we have to work out every single bar, which that one will be given, to work out the total of the bottom, and then work out how many are in these 2 bars to come on the top. So it is straightforward. So we're trying to read the values of this graph, and like I said at the beginning, we multiply to read. So that's what we're going to do. So let's have a look. I'm going to try and be really clear. So let's label these up, just to be clear to you what I'm doing. So bar A is 10 wide, and it goes up to 0.7. So bar A is 10 times 0.7. So that is 7 people in there. Right, B is 15 wide because it goes to 10 to 25. So it's 15 and it's up to 2. So that is 30 people. Right, bar C, we've been given, we know that's 20. This one is 20 wide, look, 30 to 50, so it's 20 wide. And it goes up to here. So just follow it across dead carefully. So that's 2.6. So that is, so just double that is 5.2. Add a 0, that's 50, or times by 10 is 52. And then the last one, E, it is from 50 to 80, so it's 30 wide, and it goes up to 0.3. So, yeah, double check, 0.3. 30 times by 3 is 90, so times it by 0.3 is 9. Think about it that way, it's the best way to go. Okay, so let's add these together. They're 50, so these 3 make 102. That makes 111, so that's 118. Take your time, okay? So 118. And then we know that it wants the last 2 bars, so the last 2 bars is D and E, so that's these 2 together. So I'm going to add those 2 together, that makes 61, okay? Doesn't simplify because 61 I think is a prime number, so that's what you're left with.